Okay, welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about absolute values that have fractions, and I call this assignment absolute value 3. So this is all the, we've done our inequalities, and we've done our 3 different versions of absolute values, which we've gone through quite a little bit of math in the last week and a half or so. Now everything else here is going to be the same except for the first step. On that first step, we've got to clear our denominator. Now, on one assignment, I think it had to do with solving equations with fractions. I taught you to find your common denominator. It didn't matter what it was as long as it would work. And we're just going to use 5 times 6 equals 30, which is the smallest one. Okay, and another thing not to forget is that you have a denominator of 1. Now the idea is I've got to get a 30 everywhere here, and I have to multiply by the number 1 in front of each one of these terms. So the 6 right here is missing the 5, so I'm going to do 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. The 5 is missing the 6, so I'll do 6 on the top, 6 on the bottom. And then the 30 is, or the 1 is missing the 30, so I'll do 30 on the top and 30 on the bottom. Now when everything has a 30 on it, which it does, I'm just going to cancel it out, because if I do something to one side, I have to do it to the other. So there we go. So multiplying anything by the number 1, it doesn't matter what 1 looks like. It's okay to do that, and it's perfectly legal, and it does not destroy the equality, and that's really, really important. Okay, 6 times 3 is 18. I have a negative 5x. Subtract 3, and then that will give me a negative 420 equals 5 times 20 is 100. Now I will add the 420 to each side, and that 420 will go to 0 on the left hand side and become 520 on the right. Now my absolute value equation becomes 18 times the absolute value of 5x minus 3 equals 520 over 18. Okay. Oops, I don't know, it's just 520. I'm dividing by 18 just a little bit early, right? I know I need to divide by 18. Sorry about that. So let me go ahead and divide by 18. So I do 18 to each side. I get my absolute value by itself, and that's what I'm trying to look for here, is to get my absolute value by itself. And let's see here. I'm going to take my calculator and find out what this number is here. 520 divided by 18. 520 divided by 18. That gives me that, which is 260 divided by 90. So 260 divided by, not 90, but 9. Okay, now because this is positive, the absolute value can always equal a positive number, but it can't equal a negative number. So because this right hand side is positive, I know my solutions are not going to be extraneous. They're going to be true solutions. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my absolute value, and I'll finish solving x equals 260 divided by 9. So I will add 3 to each side. That goes to 0. Add 3. And I get a negative 5x equals 260 divided by 9 plus 3. So let me do that. That's 260. I'm just going to add 3 to it. And let me change it back to an improper fraction. 287 over 9. So 287 over 9. So 287 over 9. Okay, now we're almost done. I'm going to divide by a negative 5, and that just moves a negative 5 down here, so it's like divide by a negative 5. So that negative is going to make this negative. I have a positive x, so I have a negative 287. 9 times 5 will be 45, and that's the solution. So you will get another solution with this. You will get another one, and when you write your solution, you either have you'll have 2 solutions, and it doesn't matter the order, but make sure you use the set notation in parentheses so you can have them in any order. The positive one first, the negative one second, it doesn't matter. And make sure that if you have a false solution, you can either write it this way or you can write it with the lowercase. But make sure you spell it right or you'll get marked wrong. I guess you can't see that, can you? So there's your solutions, x1, x2, or x2, x1. So I don't care which one is first, or just make sure that they're right. Make sure you use a space, and then you can enter your false and false. Now, I challenge you to find the other one. I'll give you a hint right here. Your denominator is going to be 45. And the other side, let me take a look at my key really quick. The other side will be a positive number. It won't be negative. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and you guys have a great time.